Delaware's transit service, moving forward.
New tonight, a Sussex County school principal will fight his firing. Plus, a Milton woman is found shot dead in her home, and feeding thousands this Thanksgiving, Big Ives Turkey Drive makes history. Those stories and much more straight ahead tonight on DETV News. Good evening and welcome to DETV News. I'm Matt Ford. Thanks for being with us tonight. We begin with a story near and dear to our hearts here at DETV. Ivan Thomas, founder and executive director of DETV, exceeded his goal to give away 3,000 turkeys this Thanksgiving to senior citizens and needy families across Delaware. Big Ives Turkey Drive and Giveaway broke all previous records Tuesday by distributing 6,000 turkeys, feeding an estimated 24,000 people. Thomas took over the giveaway last year after founder Norman Oliver passed the baton to him.
I want to give a special shout out to all of you. I want to thank our sponsors that allowed this to happen. First person is Storm and Oliver. Y'all remember Storm? Oh, yeah. Storm is my mentor. I'm his mentee. So he told me to tell y'all he loved y'all. Sorry he couldn't be here, but he'll be back next year to visit.
The turkey distribution involved partnerships with organizations like Food Lion, DART, local police and fire departments, the Chase Fieldhouse, United Healthcare, the Delaware Bluecoats, and more. DART provided transportation to deliver thousands of donated birds to 18 different locations, mostly senior housing complexes and boys and girls clubs of Delaware. Dozens of volunteers helped carry the frozen boxes of turkeys into the different locations. Distributions began at 8 a.m. here in Wilmington and continued throughout the entire state, including downstate, to ensure that turkeys reached families in need across the state of Delaware. The last stop was after 7 p.m. at the Boys and Girls Club in Newark. DETV was joined by numerous local and state officials along the way. That includes Senator Chris Coons, Congresswoman Lisa Blunt Rochester, Lieutenant Governor Bethany Hall Long, Newcastle County Executive Matt Meyer, several Wilmington City Council members, and Seaford Mayor David Genshaw. Turning to more somber news now, a 57-year-old woman was found shot and killed in her Milton home on Monday night. Delaware State Police responded to the 28,000 block of West Springside Drive just before 11:30 p.m. Police say they found the woman dead with a single gunshot wound to her upper body. Her name is being withheld until after her family is notified, of course. Authorities found the outside of the victim's home was struck by bullets, one of which traveled into the residence and struck the woman. No word on the suspect as of yet. Anyone with information should contact 302-741-2703. Information can be provided anonymously through Delaware Crime Stoppers. That number, of course, is 1-800-TIP-3333. And the principal of Sussex Central High School in Georgetown says he's been fired. A lawyer for Dr. Bradley Layfield says his client received his termination letter this past Saturday following a months-long suspension. The controversy concerns a fight caught on surveillance video back in May in which a student's breast was exposed. The student's family filed a lawsuit claiming her privacy was violated after the video was circulated, with even someone creating a meme featuring a screenshot of her being exposed. Layfield says he only shared the video with school officials who he felt needed to see it and had nothing to do with creating the meme, adding that his firing is part of an ongoing vendetta against him. His lawyer, Thomas Neuberger, says Layfield's federal constitutional rights to due process and the alleged reasons are vague, overbroad, and undefined. Neuberger says Layfield will fight the firing at a public termination hearing where he will call student, faculty, and staff witnesses. And career help is on the way. The Central Baptist Community Development Corporation announced Tuesday the launch of the Eastside Career Development Center. Made possible with a federal community development grant, the center will be located at Mount Enon Baptist Church, located on the east side of Wilmington. The center will include a trade school and a place for East Side youth. Assistance will include multiple training, education, and transformation opportunities for residents looking to journey onto a path to a better job.
Jobs give us purpose. It allows us to live what we were put on this planet to do if we have the opportunity to do it. And that's why this is so important. This pipeline, this vision is so important.
The center will also assist with housing and food needs to help community members get ahead. And in other news, the Delaware Department of Agriculture is urging poultry owners to take precautions after a flock in neighboring Caroline County, Maryland, tested positive for highly pathogenic avian influenza. The contagious, often fatal virus spreads easily among chickens. Owners should follow key biosecurity practices like wearing designated clothing, using foot baths, and washing hands when working with birds. They should also hang bird deterrents, limit visitors, monitor for increased mortality, and separate new birds for 30 days. Backyard owners who notice signs like respiratory illness, diarrhea, or egg production drops should contact the Delaware Poultry Health Hotline. Commercial growers should contact their company if they see sick or dead poultry. Avian influenza can survive for months in manure and infect over 1 million birds from just even a small amount. Proper precautions are critical to contain the disease. And while we're on the topic of animals, the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration said that they have detected right whales off the coast of Ocean City, Maryland, and have announced a voluntary slow zone for boaters in that area. The administration says the whales were detected on Monday, November 20th. Right whales migrate south for the winter. Now, for boaters, this most recent acoustic slow zone off Ocean City is effective until December 5th. This is important because North Atlantic right whales are an endangered species at a heightened risk of being struck by vessels, a primary threat to marine mammals. The administration warns they can be difficult to spot from boats due to their dark color. More information on right whale slow zone off Ocean City can be found at NOAA Fisheries website. To political news now, following the resignation of former State Representative Ruth Briggs King from the Delaware State House, a special election has been scheduled for December 21st. Briggs King officially resigned effective November 15th, triggering the state law governing special elections for vacant legislative seats. The winner of the special election will assume the responsibilities of the 37th District House seat until the term expires on Election Day next November. Voters will have the option to cast their ballots early at designated sites up to 10 days before the election. The Department of Elections will provide detailed information about early voting dates and locations. You can find that on the Department of Elections website. And related, a Sussex County retired nurse will run for that House District 37 seat vacated last week by Briggs King, the General Assembly's only Republican woman she was. Valerie Jones-Giltner, who will run as a Republican also, said that she plans to continue the work of former Representative Ruth Briggs King, who resigned because she's moving into a new house that was simply just not in her district. While Giltner hasn't been active or local in state politics, she said she's had plenty of experience in her job as a healthcare consultant and community volunteer of helping to negotiate win-win deals, which she thinks will be critical in Delaware's Democrat-loaded legislature. She will run against Jane Hovington, who was nominated by the Sussex County Democrats. Hovington may be familiar to area voters. You may recall she ran in the 2012 election for Delaware State Senate District 19, but she had lost to longtime Senator Brian Pettyjohn. And further north now, commuter rail service to the new $90 million Claymont Transportation Center starts on December 4th. The transportation hub is a centerpiece of the redevelopment of a 425-acre former steel mill site along Philadelphia Pike made into a mixed-use community called First State Crossing. The Harris B. McDowell III Transportation Center was originally slated to open back in 2021, but construction delays pushed the timeline and budget higher. The new station features two 630-foot platforms, a pedestrian bridge, elevators, a bus loop, and charging stations for electric vehicles. SEPTA's weekday service between Claymont and Philadelphia will continue to be unchanged. A grand opening ceremony is scheduled for this coming Monday, November 27th, with local leaders offering their remarks. The former station will be decommissioned. A new pathway will connect the pedestrian bridge to the new station. And speaking of transportation, EasyPass Delaware's Black Friday free transponder event returns this Friday, November 24th, and continues through December 31st. Anyone who opens a new individual account during this time will get a free transponder. To open an account, simply visit easypassde.com and click on Sign Up, or you can visit one of the EasyPass locations throughout the state. Currently, there are over 627,000 active EasyPass transponders here in Delaware. It's pretty incredible. And as Thanksgiving approaches, Delaware families are preparing for the annual feast. The American Farm Bureau Federation's annual survey shows that the average cost for a classic Thanksgiving meal for 10 people in Delaware is $64.05, slightly above the $61.17 national average. The shopping list includes turkey, stuffing, sweet potatoes, rolls, vegetables, cranberries, and pumpkin pie. While turkey prices have dropped recently due to lower avian influenza cases, the Farm Bureau says ongoing high inflation still challenges families and farmers. They emphasize the need to support agriculture with modernized safety nets for rising fuel, seed fertilizer, and transportation costs. For more on the Delaware Farm Bureau, visit DETV.org. I want to know why mac and cheese wasn't included on that. It's the most wonderful time of the year for scammers. As Black Friday and Cyber Monday deals roll out, authorities are warning shoppers to be extra vigilant about protecting their personal and financial information. The Federal Trade Commission reports that consumers lost nearly $9 billion to fraud last year, with online shopping scams being the second most reported type of fraud. Cybersecurity experts say to only shop on secure sites that begin with HTTPS. That S is important. Look for the padlock icon on the screen and double check that emails and text asking for information are truly from the company. Also, you're going to want to closely monitor bank and credit card statements for any unauthorized charges. By taking a few simple precautions, you can avoid becoming a victim and keep the holiday season festive. Now, when in doubt, trust your instincts and don't provide any sensitive information to anyone. And before we sign off this evening, the Tunnel to Towers Foundation has recognized one first responder for her hard work and dedication to public service. Colonel Melissa Zebley with the Delaware State Police received Tunnel to Towers Follow the Footsteps Award. The award honors individuals for their extraordinary service. Colonel Zebley said she was completely shocked by the gesture, but says she's honored to be recognized by such a noble organization. Colonel Zebley says the award is a reflection of all the men and women of the Delaware State Police family and how they give back to the community. A big congratulations to her. And with the holiday season officially upon us, we're excited to share that DETV's Everyday Angels returns this Thanksgiving night. Lauren Wilson and I will meet everyday angels here in Delaware who are making a positive impact right here in the First State. Be sure to catch the first 2 episodes of the season Thanksgiving night. The first one's at 6 and the next one is at 7:30 p.m. right here on Comcast Channel 28. You can also catch it on your favorite social media platform. We hope you'll join us in learning more about these extraordinary individuals right here in our community. And we want to wish your family a happy, healthy, and safe Thanksgiving. I'm Matt Ford, and from all of us here at DETV, our producers, directors, editors, and our entire crew, we thank you for your support, viewership, and community involvement all year long. We're certainly grateful for it. We will see you again next week. Take care.